Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of October 3rd, 2023. It's October, which means that we are so deep into college football season that teams are now actually playing conference games, which I know, shocker. But we still have some weird ones, some like really interesting, I don't know. There's a couple in here that are like making my brain tingle, and I'm very excited. Everyone's looking at me like that's a weird thing to say.
They do have medicine for that.
Brain tingles. As always, I'm Jordan, and with me tonight, I've got Commish, Beth, Pitt Girl, special guest Kevin, and Arthur on the ones and twos. Commish, how are you?
Oh, great! It's Tuesday. We're having a lot of fun. I have that satisfaction of completing something. I did just finish the Pocatello Pilgrimage Substack, which will be coming out on Wednesday, the 4th. I got to thank Pitt Girl for the editing of it, and she counted all the words, 4,777.
Okay.
So I'm just happy that is done, and we get football on Wednesday tomorrow.
This
is great.
It is.
This is the last day without football for like 50 days or something like that. I saw
Yeah.
earlier today.
The next day without football is the day before Thanksgiving,
because we get Tuesday starting next week.
I have a bunch of like names for it. It starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow.
No, I mean
that's
Wednesday.
That's
That's Wednesday, not
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
not Tuesday. Okay.
Tuesday starts next week.
Okay.
So please stop talking about Tuesday because it's giving me bad flashbacks to when my WoW guild wiped on him for about a year in vanilla.
Beth, how are you?
Everything is on fire.
Awesome.
It's just all on fire.
Cool.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Pitt Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pitt Girl,
It's fine.
how are you?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday.
Kevin?
I am running on about 3 hours of sleep, but I just found out that Oklahoma's broomball team is called Broomer Sooner, so it's all worth it for
There
that.
we go.
Okay.
Worth it. Worth it.
Never mind, nothing is on fire. My day is fixed.
Yeah. It's amazing what a little bit of information like that will do for you.
We kind of got breaking news that there is an actual fire in the Memorial Stadium where the Illini are playing Nebraska.
Wait,
There seems to
I'm
be some smoke
literally
right now.
reading a poll result that has 6 entries of Memorial Stadium is on fire right now and was confused about that. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
somebody
yes.
put the first 5 entries of their poll as Memorial Stadium being on fire.
Is like
Two
they-
things. One, I hope everybody's okay.
Say it.
2, do not make Molotov cocktails out of Nerbois. I don't know how much clearer we can be.
I just appreciate
11
the reader trying to inform us about Memorial Stadium on fire through the most expedient method
Through the
via our poll.
Yeah, I'm just kind of dumbfounded by the idea of our poll being breaking news because I usually don't look at this for a couple days, but it wasn't open all that long, so trying to get it all done tonight.
So I have an article from the News Gazette, which is the most fake sounding newspaper I've ever heard of. But they say that, quote, a fire at Memorial Stadium has been put out, authorities said Tuesday night, but crews remain on the scene. At 8:11 p.m., an Illini alert was issued by the University of Illinois after reports of a fire at the stadium. Witnesses said the fire was contained to an area near the horseshoe at the stadium's south end. The alert advised people to avoid the area, with a follow-up alert at 9:01 p.m. saying it is safe to resume normal activities.
Is it ever safe to resume normal activities when normal activities is Nebraska, Illinois?
Is this a sign that game should not be played? Is this the sign we're getting? You want to do? We'll talk about the poll in a little bit. Let's start with some other stuff first.
Yeah, we election coverage. The poll is not complete as of yet. We just closed down the polls. We have some preliminary results, but our man on the scene, the Masterspreadsheeter Kevin, is still sorting through results, and we'll get to the map shortly.
I've seen enough. I'm prepared to call this poll for Iowa.
I think that's a safe
I,
bet.
I've,
So the
I've seen enough.
exit polling was that strong?
It was
I've seen enough.
very strong.
Well,
with
exit polling's still
0%
pretty
With
unreliable.
0% precincts reporting,
voting, I am sure that I can declare this poll for Iowa. I've seen enough.
I've seen enough.
We can start with talking about some Wednesday night games because y'all, we are here to the point where we're getting Wednesday night football. Now it's not MAC, which I know it's what we want in our stomachs, but we have Conference USA weeknight football. And there are 2 games that I am rather excited about. And the best part is we're going to be previewing games that on a podcast that will not be released till after the games are done. Everything we say here is just useless. It's great.
It's going to be awesome. And I just love the fact that we're just going to make some really bold predictions that are going to be hilariously wrong. Or maybe one of us will get them right. But I'm excited to do that again. It's a lot of fun. We did that with Maction. I am hyped for that.
Our first game is Jacksonville State. I'll get that right eventually. I did that last time too.
You did.
And Mitsu. Now, I will say this. As a TV watcher, I really enjoy Wednesday Conference USA football and MAC football. I get that fans and folks on campuses and people that go to games aren't nearly as down with it as I am. I get that. But as for me, as someone who watches things, this is like the perfect midweek football. What is a bold prediction you could have about Jacksonville State and Mitsu?
Is it in Murfreesboro?
It's in Murfreesboro.
All right. Rich Rodriguez, drunk on Jell-O shots, coaching on the sideline.
There's a Jell-O shot machine on the sideline.
That's right. And they wave the punt flag every time there's a fresh batch of Jell-O shots.
I can't believe he brought the punt flag with him.
Bring it back.
Why?
Jordan, you say that like we wouldn't do that.
Oh, I'd absolutely do that, but I'm not Rich Rod. I was not Michigan head coach once. Or Arizona head coach once.
Are you sure?
Don't.
I didn't say anything.
Once in future.
Yeah, I remember Jordan.
I did just get an entire poll entry of 10 straight WVUs, so that may or may not be relevant to this conversation.
Beth, is that Puddles' poll?
No, I haven't taught him how to vote yet. He also thinks we're good, so probably
being
not.
Being good and being sickos are not mutually exclusive.
Those
this
are
is very true.
Is that your hottie toddy tonight, Pitt Girl?
Yep. Obnoxiously, Pit Boyfriend gave me his sinus infection, so here we are.
There you go. Celebrating the Ole Miss win. I see what that is. The other game we have on Wednesday night is one that I'm actually much more interested in. FIU at New Mexico State. Y'all, this is our bread and butter, and I'm just so happy this game exists as a conference game on a Wednesday night.
The funny thing is that's the game that I went to last year.
Yes, it is.
It was a non-conference game.
And now
because New Mexico, now it's a conference game, and it's back in Las Cruces. Can the Aggies get revenge and a conference win?
Here's the thing. FIU has not been sneaky good I would never use sneaky good to describe FIU. But FIU has been feisty this year. And New Mexico State feels like they're on a solid turnaround. I ran some offense-only weird numbers, and New Mexico State ended up in the same quadrant as like Miami and a bunch of other teams that have pretty good offenses. So from an offensive standpoint, I feel like New Mexico State is doing the work. I'm excited for this game.
I'm just looking at the stats. New Mexico State's averaging about 438 yards per game.
Yeah.
FIU is allowing about 447 per game.
Mm-hmm.
New Mexico State's allowing 387. FIU's getting about 315. So this seems like this should be a really fun one on CBS SN on Wednesday night. I don't know, how motivated, New Mexico State will be to get revenge. But this is definitely a coin flip analytics wise from our friend Parker at Stats of War on Twitter. Like the point projection is like maybe like a half point difference if I'm a little bit over a half point.
It's like 25.4 to 24.8. This is so close as to not even be.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this one. It'll be fun. Since we typically do our rankings, like release them on Thursdays, we're gonna have to get a little bit faster with them. I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to release them Wednesdays.
We're not going to be able to rank these this week unless we can get them out tomorrow. We can
totally do that.
We can try. All right, we can try to get it out tomorrow. We'll rank it somewhere.
Okay. I also, before we get too far, want to cover my two favorite things, which is NEC football and the ACC Network. Our NEC schedule rundown. This week, we have Sacred Heart at LIU, Delaware State traveling to Central Connecticut, Stonehill at Merrimack, and Duquesne at Delaware. A good NEC set of games. Delaware State at Central Connecticut, I'm pretty fascinated with. I didn't realize that both Delaware schools are playing NEC schools this week. So there's your big there's your big rivalry set right there.
The Delaware showdown, NEC, is Duquesne's going to have to defend the honor of Pennsylvania here.
Against Delaware, I think they're going to have some trouble.
Come on, let's go Dukes. No, I mean the Blue Hens are great.
I would also like to talk about some ACC Network stuff for Saturday. We start the day at 6 a.m. with We're Number One, the story of 1981 Clemson. Then We're Number One, the story of 1990 ACC football. That's when we found out that Virginia was ranked number 1 in that season, and we all just our brains broke.
Do they have like 2 episodes of We're Number One? Because it really seems like they only have like 2 episodes of We're Number One.
I think
there's like, a third one coming up too.
Okay, yeah. Is it the Florida State one? 99?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
8 a.m. you have ACC legends Bobby Bowden. 8:30 Twice as Nice, the legend of Charlie Ward. 9:30 ACC legends Frank Beamer.
Okay.
Number 10, We're Number One, the story of 1999 Florida football. And then into our games.
Florida State football.
Our noon slate is going to be William and Mary versus Virginia. Virginia, this is not what you wanted. This is I'm really afraid of 0-6 here.
I'm gonna say this though. William and Mary just lost to Elon, the Phoenix last week.
I know, and they're angry because they were ranked.
So I mean, Elon was a playoff team last year, but William and Mary, maybe they were looking ahead to Virginia. Virginia, let's get a win here. Let's not do the FCS loss. Let's get a win, Cavs, please. Let's go Hoos.
At 3:30, we have Wake Forest versus Clemson. I need to now figure out how many games Wake has dropped against Clemson. I think it's 14 in a row at this point. Yes, 14 in a row. But last year's was 51-45, and it was the closest result since 2011. However, Wake Forest did have a fully ribbed Sam Hartman at that point. How else would you describe it?
Not like that.
He had all his ribs. He was fully ribbed.
He's not a condom, Jordan.
Is he not still fully ribbed? He's just wearing one of them around his neck.
This isn't better.
That's true. That's true. He now has external ribbing. Okay.
Fully ribbed for touchdown Jesus' pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yep. Okay, now I'm upset.
Okay.
Well, at least we have a show title.
Oh, man,
I don't know about that one.
No,
I'm glad
I'm glad I'm not Catholic because I'm not going to hell for that. I'm going to hell for other reasons.
I'm lapsed Catholic, but whatever.
Then at 8 p.m. Swerve, Georgia Tech versus Miami. Okay, so Georgia Tech might be really bad.
Unclear.
No, they beat Wake. Georgia Tech is confusing.
They lost big to Bowling Green.
Some might say sicko. Georgia Tech, they beat Wake. Like, they took it to Wake.
Wake's not that good this year.
I know.
And then they lost to Bowling Green. Big.
But think about the universe that we could live in where Miami could have a transitive loss to Bowling Green.
And then if Bowling Green loses, then Miami has a transitive loss to the other Miami.
Huh?
Because Bowling Green plays the other Miami, and it's the Confusion Bowl all over again.
We've done this again. And that basically is our day of football on the ACC Network. Not a bad day.
The end.
Well, then also I pulled up the CW schedule. This is for not WSAZ. This is for the CW, the Tri-State CW network. The Tri-State being Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia. WQCW. Find it here. Got to pull it up. Saturday the 7th at 6 a.m. Here's what we have. Something called Shepherd's Chapel, a non-denominational church from Gravette, Arkansas. Gravette, sure. Then we have WSAZ News on the CW.
I was just excited about Woo Pig Church.
The Jennifer Hudson Show. Gwen Stefani stops by to chat. I was listening to, what's the first really good No Doubt album?
Tragic Kingdom.
That one. I was listening to Tragic Kingdom the other day. That album holds the fuck up.
Yes.
It's such a good album.
It continues to slap.
I can see why people got mad they got away a little away from the ska stuff, but honestly, the ska stuff was good. They went in a better direction. Then what else would we have? Something called Sherry. Then The Real Housewives. This is something called Tamarind Hill. The Real Housewives of New Jersey's Jackie Goldschneider and her husband Evan discuss Jackie's road to recovery.
I'm just imagining being on a Real Housewives spinoff.
Then we have the game show Pictionary. It looks like it's hosted by Ashton Kutcher, maybe? I don't know. Then a show called Funny You Should Ask.
Funny You Should Ask what's on the CW.
This is a much better thing than we around here. Something called 25 Words or Less. The People Puzzler. And then an episode of 48 Hours. Oh, that show's still in the air. An episode of Chicago Fire? Wait, where's the football? No, timeout. I'm on the wrong day. I'm on the wrong day.
I was waiting for like Metro Pets or something.
To be fair, there are a lot of things that are still on air only on the CW. I think we have found.
Okay. I'm on Saturday here. We're back into Jack Hanna's wild stuff. Okay, this feels much more comfortable. Something called Storm of Suspicion, Outdoor America. A show called The Open Road with Dr. Chris. The episode's called Monkey Business in Borneo. Now, this is something I feel more comfortable with. And then college football. Marshall Thundering Herd at North Carolina State. Yeah, right?
NC State. Watch yourself.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Way,
actually, I encourage you to not. But,
Has NC State... I need to keep track of who's played on the CW the most. Because I feel like NC State has been there already once. This might be twice.
They played the Keydets on there.
That's right. So both of their, two of their non-conference games end up on the CW. I don't know what that says about them. I know that we're going to have Purdue playing on the Peacock 3 weeks in a row. Ohio State fans are super unhappy about that. But yeah, it's weird to see this get dragged in. Okay, so Kevin, do you have some results for us?
I do. I've finished tallying the 1,176 total votes that we got in this poll, which is a lot.
It is a lot.
I think that's, I believe, the most we've ever had. I don't have the old numbers in front of me right now. But
the season ender last year, we had
one in the 1200s.
So. So I think the season under last year we had more, but I think preseason we had like 952.
Yeah.
It's by far the most this year.
Yeah, by far the most this year for sure.
So Jordan was correct at the top of the pod calling it for Nebraska.
Happy with that?
They're roughly, Iowa, sorry. Iowa. I can't even read.
That's fine. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, Nebraska. Iowa is tripling up second place, which is Nebraska. Third place also could be counted towards Iowa because that is Brian Ferentz.
Okay. Wow. He's made a huge leap.
He's made a huge jump.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
I did start counting anything that explicitly referenced Iowa's offense towards Brian Ferentz instead of Iowa, which I had generally done in the past, so that's some of that bump.
That makes sense.
Coming in fourth, just behind Brian Ferentz, we have Colorado.
Ooh,
I'm kind of shocked there. I'm shocked.
I expected them to fall way further. I expected them to drop out of the poll, but
they only fell like 2 slots. Wow,
people like the Buffs and want to see what happens.
It's being it's the crossover star. He's moving the needle.
How many votes did we get for Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift came in, I just looked it up. Taylor Swift or any combination of Swifties or Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce or anything like that comes in at 62nd.
That's pretty good.
In between ULM and USF.
That's
exactly
there you go.
Where
Taylor Swift belongs on a popularity contest.
That's where Taylor Swift belongs.
Somewhere on the Gulf Coast between Tampa and Louisiana.
Yes. If the Swifties ever find our poll, we're fucked. We all know
I love that. I love it.
Like,
Like,
this would be fine.
ULM, Taylor Swift, and South Florida. What? Oh my God! What kind of a weird? I love our voters. I love y'all so much, man.
Just
So much.
What else do we have, Kevin?
So let's round out the top 10 here. Fifth place is the fighting Anthony Calandrias of Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sixth place is our beloved UConn Huskies.
Mhm.
Seventh is Michigan State.
Yep.
Eighth is Pitt.
Woo!
Uh-huh.
Ninth is Washington State. And 10th is Oregon State. So
Okay. I like
Pac-2
this.
holding strong in there as well.
Yeah.
Good. Feels good.
Pac-2 at number 18, by the way.
Yeah, our
Oh,
highest
even better.
performing conference result was the Pac-12 at 14th, followed by the Big Ten West at 16th, and the
Just a perennial
Pac-2 at
powerhouse.
18th.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a professional football organization in the top 25. The Chicago Bears are at 22nd.
Okay, that's new. I don't think we ever had a pro football
I don't
team.
think
in
we've
top-
had
No,
a pro
this
football
is
team,
I think we have had a professional sporting organization in there before. I want to say it was Ferrari in one of the early ones.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Does feel right.
We've never had an NFL team before.
Hey, did you guys know the baseball playoffs started today? I did not know that.
There are enough Phillies fans in my Twitter community that's a thing.
Okay. I totally had no idea.
One of
Clearly,
my
there
friends is
it's
married
October
to a
branding.
Twins
Is,
pitcher, so I was aware because of that.
Okay. I feel like that's a good top 10. I'm very thank you followers for voting. I feel like we have a good mix of all sorts of sicko reasons, which is always fun.
Mhm.
And I feel like Pitt, congratulations, welcome to the top 10.
Ranked Pitt,
I know this is gonna use this.
Phil Dracovic at 125, by the way. I'm having fun scrolling through looking at like others receiving votes.
Is Narduzzi in there somewhere?
Let's look.
He definitely should be because he's been in past ones. It's not since he's already on my list. It's not somebody I would have noticed this time
He
around.
is at
but-
178. I also saw Frank Signetti when I was scrolling. Frank Signetti is at 242.
Teal has. Wow. Seeing Teal in double digits of vote points is bonkers, considering I didn't vote for them,
Look what you
And that-
did.
and that college is the size of a postage stamp.
But where's the list? I'm not seeing a list.
There's a link in the chat.
There's a
I
link.
dropped it in the chat.
Oh,
In the
whoa,
podcast,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, come join the party.
My bad.
You can
I
have a
was
lot of
just sitting
fun
here being
control F-ing things.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Control
like
F.
that. Oh man, Sam Houston State just out of the top 25. It's okay. I'll release the top 30 in the graphics, so they'll see. They'll be there.
Big Bird at 412 for some reason.
Like that.
Yeah, somebody voted. We got multiple votes for Big Bird this time. Somebody used the top 5 votes in their poll to give all 5 characters from Teletubbies.
Okay.
So the Teletubbies did really well in this poll.
Like it.
We had a lot of mascot love. We've had Big Red has done well in the past. We've had some Gritty. We've had a few other ones that have come in and out, but there was a lot of love for Cosmo in this one. A few votes for Gus T. Trying to think. Otto the Orange made it into this one for the
Nice.
first time.
Ooh, Roman Empire was doing numbers.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm really confused. I just went down to the ones that got at least double digits points, like 10 points.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bunky Perkins.
Yeah.
Do a leap. do a
Dua Lipa, yeah.
The singer. What
Mhm.
the hell, man?
the 10-point rank is usually a really fun one because
Yeah.
it's a lot of people that just use their first place vote on something entirely random.
It's
Le-
beautiful.
Leggy Jayhawk with 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were two separate votes for Leggy Jayhawk.
Okay.
I like this. I'm gonna have fun going through this.
Someone
This is gonna
voted
be good.
for someone spent their 10th place vote on Zizix, California, or however the hell you pronounce that.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, I saw that one. The NFL Toy Story game got a lot of love. Came in 119th overall,
Okay.
just
I
behind tied with Alex Grinch.
Pitt Girl, you and I both got more votes than the Backyard Brawl.
Hey!
Oh, that is specifically the 2024 edition of the Backyard Brawl.
There you go.
You know, that
if you
voter has
expand it
okay.
out.
Yeah, no, they're right.
The CW got a lot of votes. 76 points.
Yeah.
And Chico State. Yeah, Chico State.
I think there was an entire poll of Chico State, or a large portion of one.
Love Chico State. Okay.
Wait,
I like this. Go ahead. Yeah.
how many rows do we think we have? Kevin, you can't answer this. How many rows are there in the spreadsheet? Don't cheat. Guess.
Like things that got
Unique entries,
points.
unique rows.
Because some of
I
it's
am
just
so
zeros.
terrified right
Beth, you
now.
should be.
The problem with
I'm not
unique entries
looking,
is I
but
never
if this
delete
is what I
anything out of
think it
this,
is-
so there's a lot of things that did not receive a vote in this poll.
Okay, but as of right now, there
It's-
are
it's
1,309 lines in this poll.
God damn it! Kevin, why?
I did not look at that.
I thought we
All right,
were
no.
friends.
No. So we have actually receiving points.
Say this number like it's any better. Say this number like it's any better.
Actually receiving points is 766 items.
That's not
Yes.
that's not significantly better than like
Yeah,
the
have
1,000
fun
votes.
with your half-point font on this
Oh,
one.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
great. Oh, the last
The-
one's gonna require a fucking magnifying glass.
The last thing on the list that got a point in a vote was the Manning cast. Monday Night Football. So shout out to the Manning cast. Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Let's swing back to some football. 7 p.m. Friday night. I kind of want to make this the game of the week, but this is me. We have NEBRNOIS.
No.
NEBRNOIS. Remember, it's only real NEBRNOIS if it comes from the Nebraska region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling
the Champagne region.
Otherwise,
of
it's just
Illinois.
sparkling
Champagne region
Nebraska.
of Illinois.
This
Sparkling
this
corn
game,
beverage.
We are
I have
banana.
no
There's another word for that.
sparkling corn beverage.
Yeah.
Oh, soda. Yes.
I mean, or shine, but okay.
What sparkling shine have you had?
You've never, I mean, if you've never put glitter in moonshine, have you ever lived?
Oh, see, I was thinking that we were running the shine through a soda stream.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
I was
I was
thinking.
assuming
And-
carbonation as well.
and
was
We agreed never to
concerned.
discuss the things we should not put through soda streams.
And again, I have been told very, very strictly that I am not allowed to use Alana's soda stream or anything that is not water.
Yeah, it's because we all know you would try to carbonate milk.
Yes.
You're probably going to try to make the clam chowder that you have to eat for UMass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you-
Sparkling
did you
clam
finally
chowder.
go-
Sparkling
Did you
clam
finally
chowder
go shopping
infused
for this?
vodka.
No, I didn't go. I'll go this weekend.
You need to go.
Jordan-
No, you need to go
Did you-
because you have cursed UMass. You have jinxed
You
them.
gotta
You
break
need
the
to do
curse
this and stop
before
delaying it.
Saturday.
Okay.
You gotta break the curse.
There you go. It's important.
I'll videotape it.
important.
I'll videotape it.
Jordan
Like,
invents sparkling oobleck.
I'll videotape it like it's fucking 1998. I'll put it on tape.
Videotape it like you did when you ate the mayo on the Pop-Tart.
Would you prefer still or sparkling clam chowder?
No.
Ugh.
Just
I would like the mineral clam chowder, please.
clamato,
What's that irony taste?
clamato and Topo Chico? A maybe call it a bay water?
But why?
Because you can. Because
You have to rim this in Old Bay.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Totally have to do that. What was the thing on the Old Bay vodka bottle? It was called a Bay Breeze.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. If you're doing this and you're going the clam chowder route, you can't rim it in Old Bay. You have to rim it in potato flakes.
Mhm.
Why not just rim it in crushed up oyster
Oyster
crackers?
crackers.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
do that too.
There you go.
What do you use to make the oyster crackers stick to the rim?
That's what you gotta, you need some sort of, maybe clam juice.
Heavy cream.
Done. No, either.
Some
Either.
My
Girls
face
about
is going to
to
get stuck like this, guys.
It is.
She's permanently
I
scrunched.
was just gonna go aggressively Maryland and say Natty Bo, but
That works too. This Nebraska Illinois game is going to be an absolute hot mess. Both
don't
of these
know.
teams have trouble scoring. Like this is going to be this is Big West as hell.
This thing, it's got all the makings of Sickos Game of the Week. I have reservations of that about it though. As the commish, Nebraska hasn't necessarily been fun. Sickos, they haven't been. They're only like basically Sickos' moment of the year was the first half against Colorado and them blowing the lead against Minnesota. After that, they beat NIU, they beat La Tech, and Michigan, a really
Just
great
sat on
football
them.
team, just obliterated them, except for the one like long touchdown run they got out of nowhere, out of nothing. I don't know. Maybe the quarterback issue is something that could be fun. Illinois, I haven't really paid too much attention to, except when they came back to beat Toledo, and their quarterback Altmaier seems like he could be a Detmer darling. So I just, I'm not getting like off the charts alerts for this has to be the Sickos Game of the Week right now. It may be, but it's not overwhelming me like some weeks past that have done.
Well, we have other options.
Of course.
Okay, let's then talk about Boston College at Army.
Hell yeah.
This feels like Army just chokes the life out of Boston College.
Ooh.
And that's always fun to watch.
I think
Watching Army hold the ball forever, emotionally feels good. And it's not like Army, Boston College is going to be able to pop back and score in 10 seconds. So that's a bonus on this game.
Yeah, this feels like this one could be like Army doesn't feel Sickos to me though. They are what they are, but them like slowly boa constrictoring someone to death is a pleasure to watch. Just like what they did to UTSA, poor Roadrunners, but they just sucked the life out of it, and like the other team, they just couldn't get the ball back, and they were just chasing points. So
that's really what Looney Tunes was missing. Wile E. Coyote unhinging his jaw and just swallowing the Roadrunner whole.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm picturing Army football energy vampire.
Yep.
Like Mac Brown, but not like Mac Brown.
Yeah.
No, Army head coach Mac Brown. We got it.
Oh, God.
By their powers
Oh,
combined.
my.
Yes.
No one shall play football.
I love America. I love the troops. And I love the cool, refreshing taste of Coors Light. I feel like he's just cutting promos on the sideline. This is on at the same time as the Red River Shootout, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the 11 a.m. game on CBS Sports Network. Also in that 11 a.m. spot, we also have LSU at Mizzou.
What is Mizzou?
If Mizzou wins this, I'm willing to say that they're good. Okay? There we go. I'm willing to say that if Mizzou wins this game, they are a good team.
What do we think the odds of this game getting real stupid are?
Very high.
Very high.
I mean, it's LSU who just randomly chooses to stop playing defense at points.
Mm-hmm.
And Mizzou, who has looked pretty competent, but is also Mizzou. So, yeah, really good chance this is weird. This is in Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes away the weird Baton Rouge thing. It's 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Mizzou also has a lot more blue on their game on paper stuff. Thanks, Parker.
Do they really?
Yeah, look at it.
I just didn't.
Yeah, take a look at it in the notes.
Yeah, I just threw it in.
This game summary is very, very blue except for one category, which is the LSU defense, which is very, very red.
Hey.
It is I think I'm trying to find the stats. There was like a tweet earlier that I didn't save. I'm upset about it. But it mentioned that like LSU is like one of the worst P5 defenses of all time or something.
Yeah, like they're ridiculously bad right now.
They only have like a 42% success rate on defense or something.
Ouch.
There it is. Okay, yes. Yeah. The Power 5 defense with the worst stop rate so far this season is LSU, down to 42.9%. The Tigers dropped to 125 out of 133 after the Ole Miss loss. So their stop rate is 8th worst in all of FBS. So, oh my God. Should be fun. Early morning, Columbia. Early morning, LSU. After that wild insane game with Ole Miss. The last time I think LSU went to Columbia, they lost. And that was almost like the end of Coach O, I think.
Okay.
It feels that way. I could be wrong. And LSU fan Discord member Ben will probably correct me once he listens to this. Yeah, he will. Thank you, Ben. Love you. And I don't know. I feel like that's what happened. Like they were stopped on the goal line stand, and Mizzou won the game. And that was kind of like the beginning of the end for Coach O. So it'd be interesting if history repeats itself.
Would you believe that they're putting UTSA at Temple on ESPN Plus?
Yes.
Would you believe that they're hiding this behind a paywall?
I mean, you got to pay.
You can't hide it.
You got to pay.
No one can hide it.
You got to pay for the premium.
Got to pony up for this.
That's right. I mean, I wish you could buy the ESPN Plus and they'll send you like a cheesesteak to watch this game. What is that thing where they like ship like specialty foods? Like
they'll send you like
belly, gold belly, or whatever.
I've never
ordered it. I've seen these Instagram ads.
It's expensive as hell. Yeah,
I'm sure it is. I really need a cheesesteak. Let me overnight that.
Does UTSA does not have their quarterback yet, correct?
No, I don't think Frank is back. So they have the Sherryland QB from, which is a big topic with my wife.
Because that's not Real Valley.
Yeah, it's not Real Valley. It's fancy people land down there.
Fancy people valley. Yeah. This is South Texas micro humor. Don't worry.
It is like nobody will get this. Just basically, they live in the rich part of town, and they don't consider. It's not a gated community, but it kind of feels that way.
That's not El Valle, okay? Like, that's not my valley.
No, it is not.
Then we have Colorado State at Utah. Also, sorry, I skipped one. TCU at Iowa State. TCU at Iowa State feels like this could be a get-right game for TCU. Get back on track. We forget the Colorado thing. This also could feel like a last gasp at Iowa State. I still see people saying they're going to fire Matt Campbell after a bad year.
No.
Y'all,
No.
do you understand how bad Iowa State has been, was historically?
Yeah, no, build a statue. He has already earned a statue. Leave him alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to be there, he's going to be there, minus something like crazy happening. He's going to be there. And they're not going to fire him. So hopefully Iowa State gets back on track or TCU recalibrates on this one.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird game that's for both teams. I will say this is kind of a huge one for both of them. Iowa State could fall to 2-4. TCU can get back to 4-2, or they're 3-3 if they lose this, and Iowa State will be 3-3 and kind of back on track somewhat for a potential bowl game. It's a night game in Ames, it has that weird mythology to it.
I actually statistically look at night games at Ames and see if that's actually a thing.
It doesn't matter. It's happened like, twice. What's that meme? Like, it hasn't happened a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice or something. I can't remember that.
If I had a nickel for every time this had happened, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. But I'm sure it's happened more than twice. But I've always wanted to go to a night game in Ames. Also one in Iowa City too. So yeah, definitely, it's gonna be one to watch. And it's on FS2.
I'm sorry,
FS2. FS2.
Do I get FS2?
It exists.
Do I get FS2?
Was Fuel TV.
Mm.
Okay, I think I get that. Okay, everyone calm down. We're fine. Everyone calm down.
Yes, it's channel 618 for me.
Okay. Also, we already talked about Marshall at NC State. Man, I love these like week 6 non-conference games. This is just like such a weird thing. We have another one coming up. Hell, I'll mention it now. Western Michigan and Mississippi State is this week as well.
Hell yeah.
Oh
I
boy.
have questions
Like-
about NC State's non-con now that I think about it slightly more, because they also
You-
almost lost to UConn at UConn.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
have questions.
There's questions.
it's NC State. Like what? Like I this makes no sense. And you know what? Marshall's pretty good.
Mhm.
Sorry, Beth. So there's a chance Marshall wins this game.
Beth is
I-
like fuming.
I
Like,
don't know
you
what
can
else to
just
tell
look at
you.
her. She's
I don't know
so
what else to tell
mad.
you.
She is so mad.
Let's talk about something we all enjoy as Mac shit.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Just 1 second. Marshall's still undefeated.
Yes, they are.
They are 4-0. They have beaten the Great Danes of Albany. They only beat them by 4.
That they don't put that in the record books.
No, again, it counts.
No, they do. They expressly put it in the
No,
record
it's just
books.
1-0. It's just 1-0. No one says the
1-0.
score.
That's right. Counts as
It's
this.
lost to time.
It's lost to time eventually.
No one was alive then.
Marshall then went on the road to beat East Carolina 31-13.
Okay. Palindrome them.
Then Marshall hosted Virginia Tech to beat them 24-17. Then
Wait, Marshall beat Virginia Tech.
Yes.
Virginia Tech beat Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt has a transitive loss to Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
We have a transitive loss to a
this
lot
year.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to loop West Virginia in there, but since West Virginia will never play Marshall,
West Virginia scared.
cowards.
We heard it here
Cowards.
first.
Yeah, we don't get a West Virginia state champion out of this
No, we
Never
don't.
do.
yet.
And then Marshall
Maybe
beat.
some weird transitive.
Marshall
thing.
beat
Ooh, hey, there's a bowl game I like.
Oh,
A Marshall West Virginia bowl game might actually
Ugh.
burn that fucking thing down.
give that.
Where can we put that
The
will be
heart-
safe?
the heart of Dallas Bowl
Yes,
and let Jordan
you've
go.
got to move it way out.
Nah,
You've got to
nah,
put it
nah,
somewhere.
no. We are sending them to the Pittsburgh of the South. They are going to Birmingham.
Okay, yep.
Where
This
does
is
feel
the GMAC bowl.
See, I
was
wanted to
imagine-
go the other
Yeah,
direction.
I was
and put this in
imagining this as-
Fenway.
Yeah, I was imagining this as like the most cursed pinstripe bowl.
Or Fenway.
You
The
just have
Fenway
a whole
Bowl.
bunch
Oh,
of West
God.
Virginians wandering around New York City trying to find Yankee Stadium, and everybody would drive.
Oh yeah, and try to park downtown.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll just park right by the stadium in the lots.
Yeah.
Holiday Bowl.
People from Huntington and New York City, I'm all for this.
The Holiday Bowl in like
this
San
would-
Diego. What?
This would have been Poinsettia Bowl as shit. We had the Poinsettia Bowl back. Like this would have been Poinsettia Bowl as hell.
I wish San Antonio had another bowl game besides the Alamo Bowl.
It needs a second tier bowl game.
It needs like a bowl game, like what New Orleans did. They have the Sugar Bowl and then they have the New Orleans Bowl. There just needs to be like a San Antonio Bowl.
The Fiesta
Or-
Texas Bowl.
No, you tweeted it the other day. It is the Rico's Nacho Cheese Bowl. And it
Hell
needs
yeah.
to be held in the Alamo Dome.
No bullshit.
Do it.
It needs to be held at Alamo Stadium. Okay.
Alamo Stadium. Yes, perfect. Whatever. Outside San Antonio.
Alamo Stadium is like one of those old Works Progress stadiums. It's like
Oh,
built
yeah.
into this. It's beautiful.
It's
The
great.
first high school stadium I've ever been to, I saw, because it's a full bowl or like a half bowl, they have a chain link fence between the two sides that they lock in the middle of the game. Because in Texas you have to separate fans out. That's one of the rules. And so that stadium can't do that. So they just have a chain link fence that they lock.
Seems
So I'm
very secure.
like a band kid being like, I want to go over and say hi to the other band, and I'm like from South Texas. I don't know what I'm doing, and police guards are being like, you can't cross this. You know, this is a locked gate.
This is
You
the
can't cross this.
DMZ.
Right. I want to go say
This
hi
is
to people.
extremely like Balkan football
Mhm. Oh yeah.
situation.
Oh yeah. The Eternal Derby. Yep. There are so many Eternal Derbies in like Eastern European football. They're all the Eternal Derby, and they all have like, you know, a history of 100 years that is very questionable. Okay, we have Northern Illinois at Akron. Akron had some bad news. Their
Yep.
quarterback, DJ Irons, is out for the season. He has a torn ACL. That does mean, yes, the undercuffler is here.
Undercuffler season.
It is time for the undercuffler.
Get well, DJ. We'll miss you. It feels like Akron is just.
Cursed.
No, I don't. I mean, I believe in the Zips. I've owned an Akron Zips hat in my lifetime. I just, I celebrated their Potato Bowl victory with Terry Bowden as much as possible. I kind of want to just tweet that picture again right now. Terry Bowden winning the Potato Bowl on our why the hell not? Yeah, I feel bad for Akron. Undercuffler, his stats on the year, he's got 55% completion rate.
Yeah.
And he's got 6 TDs and 9 interceptions.
Nice.
Okay. Doing numbers. I like this.
That's not his
So,
season, but I think that's his
We're going to need a graphic that it looks like a 1980s metal album cover that just says "Fear the Undercuffler."
Yeah, done.
It's very important.
I got that.
I've
you.
had like WWE Undertaker stuff going through my head all afternoon too.
I wish his bio had more interesting things besides he's the son of Jeff Undercuffler and Mary Wilson. Only other thing I see is he's majoring in organizational supervision.
He's a leader.
I didn't know you could major in being a leader.
There's this bullshit MBA that other people at the company I work with. It's just like I got my master's in organizational leadership, and it's like an MBA that takes like 6 months or something. Mm-hmm. It's such a bullshit.
How good are you at making other people do the work?
I just want to say that when I Google major organizational supervision, the top results are Akron, Arkansas State, Indiana State, and Purdue has a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership. Actually, these are all BSs, so there you go.
Almost like the letters might be BS for a reason.
Yeah, that's right. So Undercuffler's like career stats are 6 TDs and 9 interceptions. So he's only he played last year too due to injury. So I don't know.
Well, he's proven that he doesn't need to be on the field to make a difference.
That's true. He can get tossed from the sidelines. So
he's got
let's hope he tossed.
Yeah, too much Akron.
Too much Akron in him.
Something no one has said. I have too much Akron in me.
That seems like a much better title for the podcast.
Too much Akron in me.
My comment about Touchdown Jesus, which I wish to redact at this point. Redact. Edit it out, Arthur, please. It's staying in. I know. I got to deal with it. Why did I say that out loud?
Because this podcast is about.
I got too much Akron in me. I
mean, once you get the turnover tire on you, like it's hard to go.
That's it. Definitely.
One of these days, someone's gonna wear so many turnover tires, it's gonna look like the old Michelin Man. Find the picture. I need. Here we go.
I want one of the Akron players to get like 4 turnovers in one game, and so they put a set of 4 on him, and then they just like tip him over and roll him through the end zone and celebrate.
Check the Discord chat. The no context.
Oh,
that's the old Michelin Man with the glasses. I love him.
Oh God, yes, I always remember that.
There's more of them too. They're all great.
Oh God, is that a cigar?
Yes.
Okay.
Michelin Man is French. What the fuck do you expect?
Oh, I love this. I love the French one. It looks like a poster for a Pixar movie.
Right? What about a whole family of Michelin Men? Oh, hold up. I got an even better one. I need a print of this.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like they're like removing the tire from his stomach and he's smoking a cigar, just like, you may have what you want. And the most French family you've ever seen.
Puffy proto-Krang.
Like everything about this picture is great.
It's from 1914?
Yeah, it is. I need a print of that.
It would look great next to my vintage Volkswagen ads.
There are so many great... Oh, more. He's dancing with some fancy ladies right here.
Man, he's giving Sexy Legs Jayhawk a run for his money.
I was going to say, as leggy Michelin Man.
So yes, I love Michigan Man. I love Michigan Man. He's amazing.
You love Michigan Man.
Michelin Man.
Jordan, I know what you must do. We need photoshops of Michigan Man.
Oh, yep. Put that one on the list next to Beth's. Yes. Okay. Also going on, we have the Not Butt Bowl this year. It's the Taboo Bowl. Texas Tech is at Baylor this year, so it's not a real butt game.
To tub.
They have a trophy for this, right?
I don't think so. They should.
Butt Bowl trophy. You know, the second image result is pretty great.
What is the second image result for Butt Bowl Trophy?
Just put it in the chat. No context.
I just did.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
perfect.
perfect.
The back end of a horse?
That is, in fact, a horse's ass. Yes.
Okay.
Then the other one is from the Birmingham Bowl trophy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just that. I mean, that's really a butt. Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently they call it the shootout, which is a lame name for it. This is not like the actual
That's
trophy.
not what it is.
The actual trophy's lame. Okay, never mind. Scratch it. Bowling Green at Miami, Ohio. I mean, that's gonna help us close out some circles if Bowling Green does some damage there.
One step closer to the champion of Ohio.
We have another one that I swore was a non-conference. Old Dominion at Southern Miss. That's a conference game, right? That doesn't feel right. That feels weird.
That doesn't feel right.
No.
That conference hurts my head.
They all hurt my head now. It's part of why I'm going to get
Mhm.
stuck with scrunchy face.
But like this is Sunbelt-ish. Old Dominion is not a great fit for the Sunbelt in terms of like,
Yeah. Ultimate
Things
feels
that I
very
remember.
CUSA
yeah, American-ish.
ish.
Esque.
The one I'm really interested in though is UConn is coming to Rice. So we have UConn, the Huskies coming to the Bayou City to take on the champions of the city. If UConn wins this, they get to claim Houston. I don't make the rules. And Rice students, go get your cheap beer.
Mm-hmm.
Go get
Oh,
your
yeah,
$2 beer.
absolutely.
Yeah, $3
Because-
Yingling is a very good
Free.
deal, as I said on Sunday.
Mhm.
Go get your $3 Yingling.
Yeah, don't let anyone stand between you and your $3 Yingling.
I'm going to look at the temperature for Saturday in Houston.
Yeah, there is a lot of love for Rice's
There's
cheap
a cold
beer in
front
the
going
poll.
through.
It all got rolled into Rice, but it's all in there.
There's definitely a cold front coming through. I think the high may only be in the 70s.
Yeah, it's still going to be like humidity 80%.
What is sweater weather for you guys?
Sweater weather.
I mean,
Yeah. How low does it have to get before you're like, I need to break out a sweater?
below 60.
Yeah, once you hit the 50s, I'm like, I can throw a hoodie on.
So 70 is not sweater weather.
No, I'm so sweaty. I'm such a sweaty human. And I really hate that
The-
feeling of just, ugh.
The worst thing growing up in New Orleans was we would go and it's like 40 outside, and you'd have like your jacket and your sweater or sweatshirt, whatever, and you start sweating, and you're like, because the humidity is like 100%.
Mhm.
It's you know, and then you're like, okay, I have to take off the layers, but then you get like cold and hot, like you could never just be comfortable.
That's why the Lord invented the hoodie and shorts.
Yes.
That's right.
There's a
And-
reason it is the national costume of the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only problem is the hoodie and shorts, the humidity is just ridiculous, but the wind is extremely chilly. But the wind doesn't like penetrate the layers. It's never fun. We would be out on Lake Pontchartrain, like on the, just chilling out there, whatever, in high school, on a weekend or a weeknight or whatever, just to watch the waves roll in, because that's what you do in the 90s, and you really didn't have much to do. But you just sat out there and you just watched the waves roll in, and it's like, oh my God, it's cold. And you have everything, and then it's like, oh, I'm hot now. Oh, no, I'm cold, and just layers on, layers off. It was a pain in the ass. I was like, just get rid of this humidity, please.
I'm imagining you going out there in not just layers, but like in a full parka and snow pants and being like, I can't believe it. This is so hot.
No way. It just
And then,
like,
I
like,
can't put my
and
arms
stripping-
down.
Then like stripping down to like, to like swim shorts and no shirt and being like, oh, I'm cold now. Like the worst little pig thing here. This outfit's too hot. This outfit's too cold.
it was kind of like Goldilocks.
Purdue at Iowa on the Peacock. Purdue this is like I said, their third week on Peacock. Their fans are loving it. at least being like, maybe this is what we need. Maybe this is our thing because they won last week, and so they're like, this is it. Maybe what we need is the Peacock. This is our like supercharged. However, it's also on the Peacock. Do you guys get the Peacock?
No, I'm not paying for that.
No.
Does anyone pay for the Peacock? Okay, Arthur pays for it because he pays for IndyCar, I'm guessing, right?
Yep, IndyCar is on there. My guess, the reason that Purdue is always on Peacock is that they figure that's the team that has the most IndyCar fans subscribed to Peacock.
Honestly, that would track.
Okay. That actually, okay. Because the only people I know that have Peacock are either like big Premier League fans whose teams don't make the main broadcast. As you know, as a Tottenham fan, my games are on real TV. But I get how fans of teams like Arsenal, they might not see those games. So yeah, I get that. Poverty teams end up on the Peacock. I get that.
It's really
sure
nice that the whole world gets to watch you blow it every year for
Every
free.
fucking year. Every year. You have to watch it too. That's my kink. You watch it too.
Oh God.
I don't, so it's fine.
It only works if you see me fail.
Maybe that's I just my heart goes out to the Atlanta Falcon Tottenham fan crossover.
Oh fuck.
Like those
So
are amazing.
sad.
That has to exist.
But,
There's
I
probably
mean,
a couple
again-
of those in our Discord.
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there's a
there are.
football
In
writer
our
that's
Discord.
in our circle somewhere.
There are
I-
a few Tottenham Falcon fans, Georgia Tech fans too.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Yeah,
I think we're looking
I'm
at this
so
the wrong
sorry.
way. The fact of the matter is that if you are in the middle of that absolutely cursed Venn diagram,
You cannot
either-
be killed.
you either are us or you have found us at this point.
At this point,
Like we're your spiritual home in some ways that are frightening.
Okay. Before I go on to the next stuff, let's do some plugs. First off, our Patreon and Discord are always open for $5 a month. Come join us. You holler during live games. See the inner workings. Help us set up our weekly game lists. Find new stats. Today, I was dropping new stat stuff as I was making it before I posted it, just to see what everyone thought. Stuff like that. You also get access, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you get access to our paywall Substack posts as well. We have our merch store at sickoscommittee.org, where we have a bunch of stuff coming up, including our 70s throwback gear, our Virginia-esque diamond Sickos logo, and our Linear Time is a Mistake sticker, which is coming out this week.
Love that sticker.
Shout out to the Message Board Geniuses podcast, who got 3 points on our Sickos poll. They had something great today. Who dropped it in the chat?
That was me.
Today, they were trying to fire Ralphie at Colorado.
It's Ralphie.
Up-
just
up
doesn't
there
have
There was a
enough energy.
Colorado fan that decided that Ralphie was too soft and she doesn't want it enough.
Wait. Badoo. Breaking news.
Beep 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 beep.
McDonald's is bringing back the McRib again.
Oh, pork prices must be down.
I love the McRib. Okay. Listen. You take a McRib, you take the interior of a Big Mac,
the bread.
and the interior of a fish filet of fish, and you put it all in one sandwich.
Does this have a name?
No, I'm making it up. Work with me here.
Okay.
Or you do it like a Mick 1035. You know the Mick 1035?
Commit.
So you take the
I don't
inner-
know the Mick 1035.
No, like I mean, y'all did the McGangbang on me.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's
we did the McGangbang all over you, my friend.
totally.
We covered you in the special.
God damn it, Jordan.
Sorry.
Okay, this podcast is we don't have rails. I ruined it with the.
No, the Mick 1035 is when you walk into a McDonald's at 10:35 a.m.
Oh,
You order a Big Mac
Can
and you order a McMuffin.
Okay.
I would like to name this thing the McFib.
McFib. Ooh, I like the McFib.
Because if you say that you ate it, you're absolutely lying.
You're a fucking
'cause
liar.
No one would get through that.
Okay.
See, I was thinking
so-
that it
so
could
you're
be
tr-
like the McBlue Moon because you have to time it right. Because the fillet of fish doesn't always exist, and the McRib doesn't always exist.
Wait, the fillet of fish winks out of existence?
Yeah, it's only around for Lent.
During-
No,
Lent.
the filet of fish
No,
is there
I think-
always.
Is it?
It's all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
both
I thought Wendy's was the oops, we
Wendy's-
have
Wendy's
fish,
does
oops,
it
we don't have
seasonally.
fish.
Huh.
Yeah, McDonald's, by the way, McRib comes back November 15th.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey,
So
excited for this.
just after Pitt and Syracuse play at Yankee Stadium.
we're all going to
We're
McRibs.
going to McDonald's.
Wait, what week is rivalry week this year?
Oh, it's right before rivalry week.
Mhm.
Oh,
Only rivalry going on will be in my stomach.
yeah.
McRibblery week.
Boo.
Oh.
We also have our YouTube channel. Follow us on there. We also have our Substack where we release our recaps every week. And our Commish's Pocatello Pilgrimage. All 4,800 words of it
I mean,
is coming out.
4,000.
Some of which are true.
They're all true, but yes. True story.
I think what we need to get you a travel show on the ACC Network. You can do the travel show, like diners, drive-ins, and dives, but of the schools of the ACC. Right?
No, send me out west.
Okay, so let's do
There are
that on the
places I've
Mountain.
never been
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
so
Mountain
much
West
I-95.
The Mountain West
Oh.
Network, then.
Just, yeah, I mean, they do have Mountain West Network. I mean,
Does Big Sky have a channel?
I
Hey,
don't think Big Sky has a channel. No,
Let's
they
get
don't.
you a
They're on
channel.
Big Sky channel. I
Get your
want to
channel.
go. I mean, like,
The official Big Sky Twitch stream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, send me to Flagstaff.
Oh, Flagstaff is good. I like
Sacramento.
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff is wonderful.
Sacramento, totally be fun.
Moscow? Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, Missoula, Bozeman,
Mm-hmm.
Greeley, Colorado. I don't know about that one, but
assume
Pocatello,
it's
I've
great.
already been. I would go. I'll do it. I mean, Ogden, Utah. I think that's where. No,
No, not Ogden.
Logan,
Logan.
Utah.
No,
I
other way.
Oh, I
Utah
got
State's in
those
Logan.
confused. Every time
Southerns
I always
and-
get those
Southerns and Ogden,
flip-flopped. I was driving up there and I just kept flip-flopping them, and I'm still doing it.
And then lastly, Sickos and Home Field Apparel go hand in hand. Use offer code yes, ha 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 yes, that's 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. And this week our rivalry showdown is Nebraska and Illinois. We have a beautiful Rose Bowl Illinois shirt and a very cool Nebraska Husker dude shirt. What do you call
Yeah.
that little dude? Does he have a name?
I don't know. But it says there's no place like Nebraska, and he's shucking corn on the shirt. And there's an outline of the state of Nebraska. It's awesome.
Here we go.
The national champions shirt with the roses and the eye in 1951. I mean,
It's a great. I mean, that's such a classic look. I love it.
God, it's just. I mean, what a shirt! Get it. You know, while it's gone, before it's gone forever. Really, just get it when you can. Hurry.
We have another Thursday game, Western Kentucky at Louisiana Tech. That's just another Conference USA midweek game that's going to be delicious and tasty.
It is. I mean, Big Red and Rustin, loving it.
Then, I already mentioned this one, but I will say it again. Western Michigan at Mississippi State. Have you all seen the graphic that Western Michigan dropped for this game?
No.
I'll post it for you all.
I have.
I do
No,
not know
but I
that.
would
So
very
great.
much like to.
So
Hold
great.
up.
You need to see this.
Yep, I'm going to get this out for you guys because it is. I don't know what they were going for. Intimidating, I guess, but they missed the mark just ever so slightly. Did they pull it?
No.
What?
They didn't do that, right?
Son of a. Okay, hold up. Time out. Then it's in the Discord somewhere. Give me a moment. I gotta find it.
Western Michigan got rid of it
I think so.
because it looked like they were about to eat the dog.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to find it.
No, it's gone. They deleted it. It's gone.
Hold up. It's got to be okay. Our Discord has to have it because it doesn't.
It's totally gone.
Hold up, give me a
it's
second.
gone.
Gotta scroll back. Scrolling back.
Like, are you gonna eat the dog?
I found
Because
it.
it was-
Yep, found it in our chat. Yep, they deleted that tweet. These cowards. dropping it in the chat for y'all.
I found it too on our timeline. I took a screenshot of it. If you can't,
There you go.
Oh, I did
Oh,
see
you need-
this.
you need the full tweet. There you go. I got the tweet
What?
there.
Headed down south and ready to eat this weekend. And it looks
Okay,
like
yeah, that's
looks like he
worse
wants to
than
eat the
just
dog,
They
right?
they are chasing dinner. Yes.
yes, it looks like they're going to eat the bulldog. The bulldog looks panicked. It looks like someone has put a motion blur filter on the whole image,
Yes.
and it looks like the dog is like panicked. I I can't believe they got rid of it, but I also can't believe that they actually put this out.
This has a very album cover feel to it.
Right.
I think
Like-
it's because
like-
of the little thing in the corner that looks like the parental warning.
Mm-hmm.
Parental.
It's that plus like the plastic leaves that say Game Week on it.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Feel like they're the title of the album or the band or something like that.
This is a Smash Mouth album.
Plus just the blur filter, the whole thing.
This is a Smash Mouth album. You can't convince
There
me
we go.
otherwise.
Yep. No, this is like a fucking Smashing Pumpkins album.
Hey,
Okay.
now, you're the Broncos. Get your eat on. Go play.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Hey, now.
Here's some
we're the
cowbell.
Broncos.
We're in Starkville.
We're in Starkville.
Eat the dog now.
It's like that.
Get paid.
Oh. Oh.
Anyways,
Hey, it is a bye
Arkansas.
game.
Whoa.
Arkansas at Ole Miss.
Only shooting stars.
This is gonna be fucking weird yet again. I don't know that Ole Miss can actually do what they did last week against Arkansas State. Against Arkansas State, they probably could. Arkansas, I'm not so sure.
So this is consistently one of my favorite football games every year.
Okay.
And I'm sad that I don't think it's going to be good this year. Because Ole Miss gets one of this or LSU as a really weird game every year.
They already cashed that chip.
Mm.
Yes. So this is just going to be boring. I'm happy to be wrong about that. But one of those games is always
Podcat disagrees
nearly
heavily.
unwatchable, and one of them is not.
Podcat says call the hogs.
But Arkansas Ole Miss is what people think the Egg Bowl is usually. This is the weird game on the schedule. But I don't have a good feeling about it this year.
Rutgers, Wisconsin at 11 a.m. When I first looked at this, my thought was, what a weird out-of-conference game for Wisconsin. Because even though Rutgers has been in the Big Ten for like 10 years at this point, it still doesn't lock in my head that this is a conference game.
When they're playing an East team, I don't have a problem with it. When they're playing like Purdue, I don't have a problem with it. This one does feel weird, and I can't really explain why. How often does this game happen?
So I'm going to look at what their history is. They've only played 4 times ever.
Yeah, it can't have
Hold on.
happened very frequently just because cross-divisional play is like...
Hold on. This is on Peacock also.
Is it just on Peacock? Or
It's
is it
on
on Peacock
Peacock.
and NBC?
I don't see an NBC. I just see Peacock. It could be on NBC too. But they're in Madison.
No, I think you're right. It's just in Peacock. It's just on Peacock.
God, we got to start any Peacock game. We have to put the EPL equivalent of both teams on Peacock. So the
Okay.
Premier League, like Purdue, since they play in West Lafayette, they are now West Ham.
Okay.
And they have a sledgehammer. It works. All right.
Yeah.
So they are the hammers, or the rail splitters, as we learned from last podcast. Rutgers feels kind of Burnley a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe Wisconsin, a little feisty Aston Villa or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. What do we got here for Wisconsin?
In 2014, they played this game in New Brunswick. Instead of Piscataway.
New Brunswick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
They have
What
played.
stadium was there?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Podcat. I didn't know. Wait, is that the same thing, Arthur? Is that just the old name of the old place where the stadium was?
No, I think that's like the same place. I mean, they're like next to each other. Like if you look
Okay.
at a map, I'm not so like it's municipal boundaries.
Okay.
I'm not really sure which side it's on, but it's not like materially really different.
Okay.
ESPN says it was in High Point Stadium in Piscataway.
Okay, so this might just be a weird
okay.
thing.
New
Okay,
Jersey
never mind.
has
Maybe
weird
it's just being
municipality
odd.
laws. I don't know nearly as much about them as I do about Pennsylvania's because obviously, but yeah,
All right.
New Jersey
Hold
be
on.
weird.
Rutgers is 4-1.
Yes.
All right. So let's just go over the schedule now, real quick. They have this one against
know.
Wisconsin.
Oh, you're giving them this one.
At Wisconsin. It's up to you guys.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they get this one. As in
No,
they
I
win
said
it.
no. They have this one at Wisconsin.
Okay.
Podcat, do they win?
Paca has like really aggressive opinions about Rutgers football.
Seriously, as soon as we mention Rutgers, like Podcat is just going all on Beth's microphone. Amazing.
What do we mean all on Beth's microphone?
Yeah.
Ow, that was my leg.
Beth is having to censor Podcat on the video. So then they have a home against Michigan State,
Okay.
away at Indiana,
I mean, they're going to a bowl this year.
home against Ohio State,
Yeah.
away at Iowa, away at Penn State, and then their annual rivalry game, home against Maryland.
I mean,
Can
they're
they
going to
get-
win. They're going to
Can they
win.
get
at
two?
least.
Can they
Oh,
get
yeah.
two?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
Yeah.
going to win the next two. They're going to a bowl.
talk to your kids about like maybe kind of good Rutgers.
I mean, like
Bowl eligible
Service-
Rutgers.
serviceable Rutgers. That's all I need.
I mean, that's all we really need. I mean, wow. Yeah. So Rutgers has beaten Northwestern, Temple,
Yeah.
Virginia Tech. Wow, they beat Virginia Tech 35-16.
Virginia Tech is ass.
Be careful what you say,
I'm
Pitt
just
Girls
gonna
right
go
here.
get a paper bag and put it over my head for
just-
the rest of the
You
podcast.
should. I mean, you should.
Yeah.
That's also yes, very real.
God, okay, take it easy.
Yeah, Parker doesn't have a page for this game, which
No Rutgers.
I couldn't find it.
Okay.
No, I think that
Sometimes like the automated posts that he kind of does, the semi-automated ones don't come out, and we have to ask him for this. But it should be interesting.
Yeah, Rutgers has never beaten Wisconsin in those 4 meetings that they've ever had.
no, I see it.
but-
I see it right here. Wisconsin is favored.
Oh, okay. I went to his page and scrolled all the way back to like the beginning of the week, and then searched Wisconsin, and it didn't come up for me. So
How much is Wisconsin favored by?
yeah, that was my question.
Probably like
Vegas
60
Vegas says
okay.
minus 14.
That
Parker has
Yeah.
it.
that
close.
seems
And
wrong.
71.
He has them at 9.
Yeah.
Minus 14 seems
like a-
wrong to me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's in Madison, so who knows? We'll see.
A spread that I do believe
Yeah.
is UMass plus 19 against Toledo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat my chowder this week.
You better.
I'm going
You
to.
keep delaying it. You know.
I know.
Gotta
I
save.
got
gotta save.
busy. I was. You know what?
No.
I was teaching the
you
youth today.
cursed. You cursed. You jinxed UMass.
I did. I fucked this up. It's
And
fine.
you need to, hurry before it's too late for UMass to actually get a bowl game.
We then go to Syracuse at North Carolina on ESPN. I'm excited for this game. This game feels like it could get kind of stupid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is like pure uncut ACC, and I kind of love it because this is at North Carolina. Syracuse is away from the dome, so it's not going to be, they don't have the dome advantage.
Can you say hello to my little friend in Mac Brown's voice? Because you said
Oh.
pure uncut ACC.
Oh, you want some of this pure uncut ACC? Oh, say hello to my little friend. No. Hi there. Hi there. I'm Mac Brown, and this is my little friend. Mr. Brown, could you please talk into the recorder a little louder? Sure. I'm Mac Brown, and this is my little friend.
Now I want a Photoshop of Mac Brown as Scarface. But yes, I just do.
And then I'll color all the Coke like UNC blue.
I mean, perfect.
Go blue.
Like nobody, like the amount of people that listen to this and then we throw it on the Twitter feed. And, you know,
Oh yeah,
just-
makes zero sense.
Hey, no, that's
It
good
makes
viral
absolutely zero
marketing to
sense.
juice our podcast numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
You want the context
Sure.
for this? Listen to the
You want the
podcast.
context for this? Join our Patreon. Listen to the podcast for real.
More action. Central Michigan at Buffalo. Buffalo's no longer undefeated. What would you call it?
Defeated?
Winless.
Yeah.
They're going
Defeated.
defeated this season.
Undefeated also works. Yes. So they beat Akron last week in OT, and Central Michigan's fun.
Dude,
It's-
Central Michigan has been a blast this year, and they've been absolutely wild.
Who gets
Their
Jim
win-
McElwain then?
Their win over New Hampshire was insane.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
they lost to Michigan State, they lost to Notre Dame. Fine. They went to Mobile, beat South Alabama, and then that Eastern Michigan Central Michigan game last week was phenomenal. I really enjoyed writing about that one, and I don't know, the chips are fun. They're going to Buffalo. Buffalo's been kind of feisty, and it's almost a little bit of a coin flip.
Buffalo's not been feisty. Okay, 1-4 is not feisty.
Okay, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost
No.
to the Cajuns by 7. They lost to Fordham FCS by 3. You know, they beat Akron in OT by 3. That's a little feisty.
You can be feisty in a loss.
Hold on. Let's just call Buffalo right now what they are in your eyes. They're about medium spicy buffalo.
Mild. They're mild.
They're mild. Okay, fine.
They're
They
like
gotta raise it
they're
to
like
medium.
honey ginger at this point. Okay,
Honey barbecue, Buffalo Wild Wings.
they're like honey ginger. They're not spicy. Wazoo at UCLA,
Hell yeah.
a game that everyone should watch.
Is it on the
But
Pac-12 network?
guess what? No
Oh.
one can watch this.
Again,
Mhm.
we're gonna tweet out this NordVPN link.
Yep.
We have a link.
Someone voted for NordVPN in the poll.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out NordVPN.
Mhm.
Again, you can use the
Y'all
VPN.
need to watch this.
Use the VPN. Pac-12 has an international channel on YouTube. If that VPN is set to a different country outside of the United States, you could get access to that Pac-12 international YouTube channel.
Consider it research for your future Balkan vacation.
I mean,
There are
if
many
you want to
uses
do
of the
the
VPN. This is one of them.
shout out to Moldova.
Pick your favorite Eurovision act and support
That's right.
them for next year.
Yeah. Hey.
So
But
I mean,
the problem is you got to think ahead because you can't use the country or the act that you want to support to vote.
Mm,
So I can't
Mm.
watch Eurovision for Moldova because I'm going to vote for Moldova.
mm.
I got to pick a
Oh.
country I would never ever consider voting for because they're always so trash. So like Greece. Ooh, if you're a Eurovision
boy.
person, you just bristled at that. Ha, fuck
Oh,
you.
boy.
Fuck you. I vote for Cyprus, not Greece.
Oh, oh.
Whoa.
Gordon, stop
Okay.
starting shit accidentally.
That was
Anyway,
okay.
enough geopolitics.
Vulcan Twitter, come for me.
No, don't.
Cyprus is a frightfully part of Turkey. Come at me.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well,
hold
there's
on.
the episode title.
I can do better than that. Hold up. Cyprus is rightly part of the United Kingdom. There we go. Done. Fixed it.
Cyprus has 6 Papa Johns. Come at me.
Yes.
Cyprus to the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Just Cyprus trash talk all day long.
All day long.
Here on the Sickos Committee podcast.
Cyprus to the ACC.
Oh, why not?
I was going to say, they have ACC energy.
They
Hey,
do. Cyprus.
New
does.
member of the Pac 3.
Mm.
I mean, what is the Mediterranean Sea, but basically the Atlantic plus?
It is. I mean, you know.
The Sun Belt of Europe.
Right.
Hmm.
Ooh, actually.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, I hope you got your shit together. I posted a nice graphic about Oklahoma State today. I pointed out that they have scored on every trip to the red zone so far this year.
How many trips
They've
to the red
only
zone
been-
have they had?
They've only been there 11 times.
Mean.
But they've
There were
scored
so many quote
every
tweets
time.
of that. There's so many quote tweets of that of just like sad Pistol Pete.
Look, you want compliments? I'm giving you compliments.
I like that statistic
This is
also because it feels like a Penn Stater is played in every Super Bowl except for 5.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Any stats that feel that way make me happy.
I'm just gonna say this: Pistol Pete rocks. Great mascot. Love Oklahoma State.
My family, my mom's side's from the Stillwater area. I got Okie blood in me.
Dude, I love K-State too. Like, this is probably one of my favorite Big 12 matchups. Personally, the purple and the orange, just so good visually to watch, and I will really, really enjoy watching this game. I hope it's not another one what happened last year, because last year was it like 48-0?
Oh yeah,
as
it was
the K-State
it was
fan on the
bad.
pod. I would be entirely okay with that again.
Yeah, I know you would be. But can we get a little bit of entertainment here? Let's get Oklahoma State being a little feisty. I'm not saying winning the game, but let's have some entertainment here.